Once upon a time, a kind girl named Cinderella lived with her cruel stepmother, Lady Puffy, and her two jealous stepsisters. Every day Cinderella had to do all the housework, and she wasn't even allowed to come downstairs. Her only friends were a pigeon that cooed to her through her window and two little mice that lived in the dusty attic with her. One day, an invitation arrived from the palace. The prince was hosting a grand ball, and Cinderella longed to go. She told her stepsisters, who were both wearing new gowns, "Please, stepsisters, may I go to the ball?" They laughed at her and said, "You can stay home and sew our gowns." So Cinderella spent all day sewing their outfits while they went to the ball. She made them beautiful gowns, but they wouldn't let her attend. Heartbroken, Cinderella went to sit under her favorite hazelnut tree and wept. Suddenly, a fairy appeared and asked, "Why are you so sad?" Cinderella explained, and the fairy waved her magic wand and said, "You shall go to the ball." With a wave of her wand, the fairy transformed a pumpkin into a golden coach. She turned mice into horses and a lizard into a footman. And with a wave of her magic wand, poof, she gave Cinderella a beautiful gown and a pair of glass slippers. The fairy warned her, "The magic will last until midnight. But if you stay past that time, the spell will be broken." Cinderella thanked the fairy and rode off to the ball in her pumpkin coach. When she arrived, all the ladies gasped. Cinderella looked like a princess. She danced with many of the lords and ladies, and soon she caught the eye of Prince Leo. They danced together and fell in love. But suddenly, Cinderella heard the clock in the distance strike midnight. She raced out of the ballroom, down the stairs and into the coach. As they were driving away, Prince Leo saw one of her glass slippers fall off in the corner. He picked it up and made every maiden in the kingdom try it on, but it didn't fit any of them. Meanwhile, Cinderella returned home and slipped out of her gown. Just as quickly as it had appeared, the coach turned back into a pumpkin, the horses into mice, and the footmen disappeared. Lady Puffy was so angry that Cinderella had gone to the ball without her permission that she locked her away in the attic. But Cinderella's two little mice friends returned with some magical beans. With the help of the magic beans, Cinderella grew a beanstalk right up to her window. She climbed down the beanstalk and ran away. Soon, Prince Leo found her hiding in a cave. When he asked her to marry him, she agreed. They were married in a beautiful ceremony and lived happily ever after.